Good afternoon. A huge hello to all my students. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Satinder Kaur, a botany faculty from Potential and Concept Education. Today, I am going to discuss a topic from class 12th. So, the students of class 12th and those who are preparing for the NEET examination will be beneficial from this class. So, let us start with the topic today. Genetics. So, I start with the genetics today. When I talk about the word genetics, what is it? It is said to be the study of genes. Now, as soon as I write the word genes out here, what comes to your mind? I know many of you must have thought about what? Levi's jean hai, or is that a Wrangler, or what? Is that engine? So, for a layman, the gene word means all these genes which I just talked about, but for us, it is what? The study of gene. Now, what does the word gene mean? Gene out here means the hereditary unit. So, it's a unit of hereditary or the unit of inheritance out here. That means the characteristics are being transferred from the parents to the offsprings. So, genes are responsible for carrying the characteristics from the parents to the offsprings. The first chapter in genetics is known as the principles of inheritance and variation. Let's understand the meaning of the two words. When I talk about the word inheritance out here, what does the word inheritance mean? To understand the word inheritance, let's talk about a phrase. Which phrase comes to my mind? Like begets like. ठीक है ना? What does like begets like mean? If I just ask you, what is the baby of a dog known as? I hope you understand that a puppy is known as the baby of a dog. What is the baby of a cat known as? Kitten. And a baby of human being? Baby only. Can a dog have a kitten as a baby? Of course not. Can a cat have a puppy as a baby? Of course not. That means dog ka baby which is there is known to have the features of the dog. That means the features or the characteristics are being transferred from the parent to the offsprings, and that is known as what? Inheritance. Let's take it the other way around. When you see a newborn baby, हम लोग जाके देखते हैं newborn baby, what do we say? Iman moram बच्चा. But along with that, what do we say? Hey, this resembles the mother. कोई बोलेगा नहीं नहीं, this resembles the father. What are we trying to do? We are trying to correlate. We are trying to find out the characteristics which the baby is carrying from the parents which is there. So what is that known as? That is known as what? Inheritance. So that is like begets like, inheritance, similarities. The very simple word for that, what is that known as? Similarities. ठीक है ना? Similarities. But when I talk about the word variation, the variation is the opposite of that. The variation means what? Dissimilarities. So that means which is not similar. Acha, similarities. You must have seen sometimes, if you just see the mirror, you must be feeling that, see, this profile of mine resembles my father, or no, this part of mine resembles my mother. But are you exact copy of your father or mother or your brother or sisters? Of course not. So what does it mean? We are dissimilar from our parents, and that is known as what? Variation out here. So let's start with the detailed study of what? The dissimilarities or the variations which is there. So let's start with the word variation in detail for this. So just think about that. How many different types of variations do we have? Have you thought about that? Malum aaya? Do you remember that? Let's go for it. The variations which are there are of two different types. The word variation, the dissimilarities, variations. Two different types of that. One is known as somatogenic variation. Okay? What is the other known as? That is known as germinal variation. Let's talk about this in detail. What does the word somatogenic mean? That means the variation in the somatic cells. Now, what does the word somatic cells mean? The somatic cells means the vegetative cells. Now, again, if I ask you, what does the word vegetative cells mean? Vegetative cells means, ye sara, what about this? All the hand, legs, everything out here means the somatic or the vegetative or the body cells for you. Okay, fine. Now, this, when I talk about this variations, do you have this variation from the very beginning? That means, do you have this variation by birth? Of course not. These variations appear after birth. A person out here is not born by the variations, this is after the birth. Agar this is after the birth, to aaya kahan se then? So how do we have this then? It is something is responsible for that. Who is responsible for that? And that is what? The environment. Kisne diya ye humko? Environment. And this, we get it from the environment. So these are also known as what? Acquired inheritance. Or sorry, acquired variations out here. What is this known as? Acquired variations. Let's take an example for this. Suppose you find a man. A man is crossing the road. Road pe ja raha hai. What happens out here? A car comes out here and he meets with what? An accident out here. Now what happens when he meets with an accident? Suppose it is very huge accident out here. What happens? His leg has to be amputated. मतलब उसका leg को काटना पड़ा. Severe accident है. Now what happens out here? He becomes lame, है ना? Lame. Now when he gets married, he is going to have children out here. उसका बच्चा lame होगा कि नहीं? Of course not. So that means that person who is there, उसके बच्चे के अंदर ये नहीं आया, that means this is what? This is not been inherited. What is this? This has been acquired. So from where did he get it? It is acquired from the environment responsible for that. एक और चीज यहाँ पर. We also have a word which is known as use and disuse. इसको और थोड़ा सा tough words में if I use the word, it is known as conscious effort. What is that known as? Conscious effort. Now what does what conscious effort mean? आपको मालूम है? Where was the giraffe? Earlier times. Giraffe, you are aware, क्या खाता है? Plants only. And when the habitat of the giraffe had the plants, but not the small one, not the herbs or so, had what? The tall trees. He was dependent upon the plants. अब उसको तो खाना खाना है, अब खाना यहाँ पे है ही नहीं, it's out there. So what did he do? So he started using this. What is this? His neck. More he used this neck, more developed it was, and he could catch this and have that. So what happened out here? Where did he get this long neck from? The environment. What did he use more? He has used what? The neck more. So that means more you use an organ, more developed it is. ठीक है ना? Now what do you use more? My students, I know, what do you use more? Use this portion more. ज़्यादा बात करते, we keep on talking. Or what do we use more? The heart. But what should we use more? The brain. More you use a brain, more developed your brain is. तो सब कुछ you can remember ना? हमारे पास problem क्या आती है? Memory power. So if you keep on using your brain, it is going to develop more. That means consciously you are using it. More developed is that organ, and you are going to have it. So again, I'm repeating. Somatogenic variations means the variations in the somatic cells, or the vegetative cells, or the body cells out here. These are formed, or it is there in the organisms after birth. And who is responsible for that? It is the environment. And from the environment, the person is going to acquire that. So these are not heritable. So when I write the word acquired है कि heritable, these are non-heritable. But what are these? Acquired from it. And more you use an organ, more developed that is, and that is how you can have it so. Let's talk about the second word out here. Let's compare this with this. Germinal variation which is there is seen in what? Reproductive cells. Reproductive cells are also known as what? Sex cells. Also known as what? You can have another word used for germinal variation. What is that known as? It is known as what? Blastogenic. Blastogenic means what? Formation of the embryo. So that means it is coming from where? It is from the birth itself. तो यहाँ पे क्या है? It is after the birth. What is this out here? It is by the birth. By birth. So you are born with this. So this is known as what? You do not acquire this from the environment. कहाँ से आया? From the parents, which is there. So that means these are the variations which is heritable out here. But what about this? These are not heritable. So these are heritable. You can inherit this. Heritable. Fine with this? Heritable variations out here. Now, what about this? The germinal variations which are heritable, this cannot be heritable. But are these germinal variations going to give rise to the new species? Now what happens out here? This can never give rise to new species. This can or may not give rise to new species. So what about this? This may give rise to a new species. This may not give rise to new species. Whenever you are going to have variations, variations are better for adaptations. So this may or may not give rise to new species. But what about the other one, the somatogenic? This can never give rise to new species because what is this? Acquired. But what about this? These are heritable and may or may not. So कौन सा may है, कौन सा may not है, I am going to discuss further. So what are we going to do now? We are going to divide the germinal or the blastogenic variation into two types of it, and we are going to proceed with that. I hope the words are clear to you. Let's talk about the next part of it. And what is that? It is the types of germinal or the blastogenic variation. So let's start with this now. So the blastogenic variations or the germinal variations, think about it, कितना types का है? What do you think? कितना types? It is further of 2 types. So these 2 types of the blastogenic or the germinal variations, let's write the heading out here, types of germinal or the blastogenic variations. The 2 types of that. One is known as continuous variations. ठीक है ना? Continuous. What about the other? It's known as discontinuous. Discontinuous variations. Fine. Let's talk about the word continuous. When I talk about the word continuous variation, this is seen in every organism of a population. So all the members of a population can have the continuous, but agar this is seen only in few members, that means not seen in all the members. So what is that known as? Discontinuous variation. So let's talk about that. What do I mean by the word continuous? First point out here is seen in the population. That means every member of the population. ठीक है ना? That is seen in only certain members. That means maybe it be millions में एक, thousands में एक. So what is that known as? Discontinuous. So this is seen in the population. Let's talk about certain parts of it. This is of further of 2 different types of it. Let me take examples and explain this to you. The very first type of continuous variation is known as substantive variation. What is that known as? Substantive variation. Whereas the other one is known as meristic variation. Meristic variations. Now, let's understand the difference between the 2 words. When I use the word meristic, what do I mean by the word meristic? Meristic means which you can count, number. What about substantive? You need not count that. What can that be? That can be the shape, that may be the color, that may be the structure, whatever it is there. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the first example of it. Suppose there's a class out here and I'm having 20 students in the class. 20 students, each and every student of the class is going to have what? Height. So when I talk about the word height of the organisms, so can I count that? Obviously, I cannot count that. So what is that? And the height is seen in every student out here. So what is that? Continuous substantive variation. The next example for that is what? The next example for that is what? Weight. Next, let's talk about the next example for that. What is it? It is known to be the skin color. When I talk about that skin color, can you count the skin color? Obviously, no. That's a different thing. The Fair and Lovely ad has what? वो है ना? You can measure that. कितना गोरा हो गया, कितना काला हो गया, that's a different thing. But can you count it? Obviously no. But all the members, all the human beings out here, if I take the example of human beings, all the members out here, all the organisms out here are going to have height, or are going to have the weight, or are going to have what? The skin color. So what is that known as? Substantive. Let's talk about the word meristic now. क्या बताया था मैंने meristic के लिए? I mentioned the word meristic मतलब क्या? Countable. That means you can go for counting it. So let's take an example for this. The number of, see, I have started with the word number of what? Seeds in a fruit. In a fruit. एक fruit के अंदर number of seeds है. So you can count that. So it's seen in all the fruits. If I take a watermelon, वो भी एक watermelon है, इसमें भी seeds है, इसमें भी seeds है. The number is going to vary out here. Next, let's take one more example for it. Number of flowers in a branch. That means I'm talking about one branch may have 5 flowers, the other branch may have 7 flowers, the other branch may have 8 flowers. So what are we talking about? We are talking about the number. So I hope the word number, that means meristic, and the substantive word is clear to you. I am going to compare that with the discontinuous one. We'll come back to these words and further clarify the differences. Okay, fine. Let's talk about that. Discontinuous means सबसे पहले discontinuous का other words are also there. The discontinuous means what? Saltation. Saltation. The other word used for saltation is known as sport. Are you aware? ये word sport किसने use किया for it? Darwin had used the word sport for it. We have one more word for that, the simplest word out here. Used for that is known as what? Mutation. What is that? Mutation. Mutation is known as what? A sudden change. So that is discontinuous wala, that is known as saltation, that is known as sport, and the mutation for you. Now, is this seen in all the members of the population? No. क्या बताया था? Thousands में से जाके एक के पास है या millions में से जाके एक के पास है. So this is seen only in certain members of a species or of the population. Now, if I ask you the word among the two part out here, which is huge? Now what happens? I know everybody out here is going to say that this is huge. No. Why are you going to see something which is present in all the organisms out here? But if a certain member out here is going to have it, that becomes noticeable to you. Suppose you are having all the person having a normal height, but all of a sudden a very tall person comes out here. Okay, khali only comes out here. तो हम लोग क्या khali को देखेंगे ना? What does it mean? It's only seen in certain members. So visible, huge, noticeable. तो कौन सा हुआ? Discontinuous वाला. This is not noticeable out here. So when it is not noticeable out here, why can I use the word huge for it? Huge कौन है? ये, because we notice that. Okay. Now suppose, okay, that is fine. Khali is fine for you. Let's proceed with the examples for it. Okay, types of it. We are again going to have the word substantive. Substantive. And the second one is known as what? Substantive. The second one is again known as what? Meristic. The two words are already clear to you. बता ही दिया मैंने आपको. What's the difference out here? Substantive means which you cannot count. Meristic means which you can count. But ये तो दोनों same हो गया. But where lies the difference? Here the difference is this is seen in all the members of a population. But where is this seen? Only certain members. Let's take an example for it. A hairless cat. Hairless cat. अब आपने देखा ना, मेकुरी देखा ना, cat देखा है. All the cats out here are going to have what? Hairs. But all of a sudden if you see a cat which is without the hair, can you count it? Obviously no. Are all the cats going to have it? सबके पास तो है, but इसके पास नहीं है, तो what is this known as? Discontinuous. चलो एक और example लिखते हैं. The second example, the most common example for that is short-legged Ankon sheep. Now, the sheep which are there, okay, sheep. The sheep which are there are known to have a normal length of the what? Leg out here. But for the first time, A scientist was there, he saw a sheep which had short legs. And this led to what? The mutation. So that means the mutation which was there was studied for the first time in animals, not in the plants. First time in animals, kisme? The short-legged Ankan sheep. So all the sheep out here are going to have a normal length for the legs which is there. But एक के पास क्या था? Had short-legged. It was noticeable. Noticeable हो गया. तो क्या हो गया? Discontinuous. But can you count it? Obviously no. तो किसका example आ गया? Substantive out here. Fine. चले. Let's talk about the second part out here, meristic. When I use the word meristic, तो क्या बोला मैंने आपको word? The number. चलिए let's talk about a film star out here. बताइए तो किसके पास में, just think about that. अभी recently किस स्टार का movie made around 300 crores? कौन सा movie? That was what? War. कौन था hero? Hrithik Roshan. Now why am I talking about Hrithik Roshan? ऐसा क्या है कि Hrithik Roshan? Remember his first movie, everybody had noticed something. क्या notice किया? He had what? 6 fingers. I'm having 5 fingers. Nobody is going to notice that. But if I'm going to have 6 fingers, सब बोलेंगे okay, that teacher जिसके पास 6 fingers है ना? So now we talk about the same person, Hrithik Roshan, the famous star. He's having what? He's having 6 fingers out here. So the 6 fingers means number, but not seen in all the members, not seen in all the human beings. So what is that known as? Meristic. तो उसको technically क्या बोलते हैं? Polydactyly. So example for that is polydactyly. That means more number of fingers or the toes. But what is he having? More numbers of the fingers. आप देखिए. Now what type of question can we have in the examination, especially the NEET examination? Suppose I give you short-legged Ankan sheep. और पेपर में दिया short-legged Ankan sheep is an example for what? Is that substantive continuous variation? Is that substantive discontinuous variation? Or meristic continuous variation? Or meristic discontinuous? सबसे पहले आप देखेंगे what? Meristic. Number. Is the number there? Obviously no. तो दोनों option meristic continuous, meristic discontinuous. Eliminate that out. बचा क्या हमारे पास? This two. Now, this short-legged Ankan sheep, is all the sheep are going to have it? Obviously, no. So, is this continuous? No. What is that? Discontinuous. So, what is this example for? This is an example for discontinuous substantive variation which is there. इसके पहले, when I started with this germinal, I had used one point for you. ये heritable है कि inheritable है? तो I had said it is heritable out here. But I had also mentioned the word which wala is going to give rise to new species. Somatogenic does not give rise to that, but germinal में मैंने बताया था you may or may not have the new species. अब may not कहाँ पे आएगा? This cannot give rise to new species, but this can give rise to new species. Can give rise to new species. Now let's understand the word out here again. Suppose we see a baby who is born and the baby is born with 2 heads out here. When a baby is born with 2 heads, I'm not talking about the joint, conjoined babies, I'm talking about one baby with 2 heads out here. अगर that बच्चा persists, but normally the बच्चा dies out here. अगर that बच्चा persists, तो obviously what is that? It is a baby which is having 2 heads. Is that seen in all the members? Obviously no. किस में है? इसमें है. Head आ गया, 2 heads out here, only seen in certain members out here. If that बच्चा persists out here, so it may be the next generation, his next generation is going to have 2 heads again. तो फिर next generation is going to have 2 heads again. तो आज तक हम लोग क्या पढ़ते हैं? Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is, the Homo is the only genus. That means human beings are the only one having only one species. तो हो सकता है कल में हमारे पास एक नया organism, एक नया human being is born with what? 2 heads. तो हमारे पास क्या आ गया? Homo whatever species, maybe Gapians. So we are going to have a new species for that. So this can give rise to new species. So that is the difference between the 2 words, that is continuous and discontinuous. Here you can get what? You can get an example and you are supposed to write किस चीज़ का example. ठीक है? Let's proceed with the next part of this topic now. Okay, before I start with the next part, could you please, okay, let's take a break first, and then what happens? We are going to start with what? We are going to start with Mendelism. I hope everybody out here is aware. Mendel कौन था? Mendel is known as what? father of genetics. So we'll start with father of genetics. कौन है father of genetics? He is Mendel, G. Mendel out here. We'll talk about his credit in genetics, but could you please tell me who coined the term genetics? Not Mendel. I'll let you know after the break. So let's take a short break and meet you after that. Thanks. चलिए, we proceed further with that. I'd mentioned that father of genetics कौन है? Mendel. But I also asked you to think about who coined the term genetics. Was this term coined by Mendel? No. Who coined that? Bateson. किसने coin किया था? Bateson. ठीक है? Let's talk about this now. Let's talk about Mendel. Mendel had worked on. He had worked on what? He had worked on P. Now when I use the word P out here, for a layman P is P. But let's talk about थोड़ा सा genetics का portion. P is P known as spice. Mendel had worked on what? P. Is that Pisum sativum? Or is that edible P? Or is that sweet P? Is that garden P? Or did Mendel work on all the three? किस में काम किया? Could you please tell me that? Pisum sativum, or the edible P, or the sweet P, or the garden P, or all of these are right? For class 12 student, for the medical examination, this type of question is asked. But in the school examination, you can do with what? Pisum sativum is done. But for the entrance, what happens out here? You can get this type of question. Let me change my question now. If you are a bit confused, let me change the question now. Mendel did not work on which P? That means Mendel did work on many of these. तो किस पे काम नहीं किया Mendel ने? Mendel did not work on what? Sweet P. He had worked on what? He had worked on Pisum sativum, which is known as edible P. It's also known as garden P. So what is sweet P then? When he did not work on this P, ये तो P ही हमारे लिए. तो sweet P, Bateson had worked on that. And what is sweet pea ka botanical name? It is known as Lathyrus. What is that known as? Lathyrus odoratus. Let's proceed with Mendel again. Mendel had worked with P, which is Pisum sativum, or the edible P, or the garden P. How many chromosomes do we have in P now? How many chromosomes are present in P? The number of chromosomes in P is 7 pairs. 7 pairs means it's known to have 14 chromosomes. Now, how many characteristics did Mendel study about P? How many characteristics did he study of P? He had studied 7 characteristics. The point is why, what was one of the major reasons why Mendel had chosen P? One of the major reasons for that is the P is known to have what? Contrasting traits. If I talk about the word, he is tall, he is taller. For me, tall may be 5'8", for him, tall may be just 5'5". So that does not mean contrasting out here, but the P is known to have what? Contrasting traits. तो contrasting height का कैसे हो गया? एक tall है, एक dwarf है. तो कोई confusion ही नहीं है. So what is that known as? This is known as contrasting traits. How many contrasting traits did he take? 7 out here. Now, these 7 contrasting traits or the 7 characteristics which Mendel studied out here, could you please tell me ये कितने chromosomes पे born है? Again, generally students go for saying that these are born on 7 chromosomes. No, the 7 characteristics which Mendel studied are not born on what? 7 chromosomes. These are born on kitna? These are born on 4 chromosomes. Now, which 4 chromosomes are this? I'll just let you know, but before that, just clarify the word. The 7 characteristics which Mendel studied are not born on all the 7 chromosomes. These are just born on 4. But the best part is, or the worst part is, Mendel did not know that. आपको पता Mendel था कौन? He was a mathematician. तो in his earlier days, nobody cared for him. बोला रे ये तो mathematician है, वो कैसे bio बताएगा? But Later on, today, he is known as the father of genetics. So what is it? If you work hard for something, if you want to have something, तो आपको उसके लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. When you work hard for that, nobody can stop you out here. So let's talk about the 7 characteristics which Mendel studied out here. We are going to study the dominant and the recessive for that also. Let's study the 7 characteristics of the P. The characteristics which Mendel took into consideration, and then we are going to talk about that, the dominant and characters. The dominant characteristic, we are going to write it first, then we are going to write it the recessive wala, and then we are going to write it which chromosome is this born on, the chromosome number, okay. We'll write the chromosome number, jahan pe normally students have a problem with that chromosome number for it. Chaliye, let's go for it. The first characteristic which he studied out here was the flower color. The next characteristic which he studied was the seed color. The next characteristic which he studied was the plant height, the height of the plant. Okay. The next characteristic which he studied was the position of flower. The next characteristic which he studied out here was the pod shape. Pod shape. The next characteristic which he studied was pod color. The next characteristic which he studied was the seed shape. Okay, now let's talk about that. Flower color, it is contrasting traits, so that means you are going to have a marked difference between the dominant and the recessive. The dominant color of the flower of the pea is known as purple, purple, violet, whatever you call that to be. And the recessive color for that is what? White out here. Okay? So this is known to be a white colored flower. When the second point comes, the seed color. Achha, once again, for the plants, generally what? The green color is dominant. But in case of pea, the seed color for that, the yellow color for that is what? Dominant out here. What is the recessive color for that? It is green. So jab ye ulta ho gaya, so we are supposed to emphasize on this. We'll talk about the question after that. Plant height out here. What is plant height? Plant height, you may have a tall plant out here. You may have what? You may have a dwarf plant out here. Okay? Dwarf plant out here. Next, position of the flower. The position of the flower is either axillary or terminal. Terminal means the top, the apical, terminal. Now, many of you may not be aware of the word axillary. Suppose this is a plant out here. This position out here is known as what? Terminal or the apical. So, humko the axillary dekhna hai. Suppose this is a branch, this is the branch for it. This position for that is known as what? Axillary. So when you are going to have this position for the flower, what is that known as? Axillary. But when you are going to have this, what is that known as? Terminal for it. Okay. Next comes the word pod shape. The pod shape for that is what? Inflated. Inflated. Inflated means flattened. Whatever you see, P to sabne dekha hai. So this type of, it is there. This is it. Here inside that you are going to find the seeds. This is known as inflated. तो फिर दूसरा कैसा होगा pod shape? The second wala for that, the recessive for that is known as what? It is known as constricted. Constricted. What does the word constricted mean now? Constricted means much like the peanuts. Groundnut hota na mungfali. What is this? It is so. This is known as constricted. So generally you are going to have the pod shape in case of what? The pea, which is known as inflated, and very rare you are going to have what? You are going to have the constricted. Pod color for that. Pod color now, it is green, and the recessive for that is what? Yellow. Now comes the word seed shape. The seed shape for that is what? The seed shape for that is round, or the recessive for that is known as what? Wrinkled. ठीक है ना? चलिए, now let's do. Just a word came to my mind. What does the word pod mean? ये तो seed है, चलो समझ में आ गया. What does the word pod mean? Pod out here means what? The fruit for it. The fruit, again, don't use the word vegetable. हमारे पास botany में we don't have the word vegetable. That was the word when we used to use when we were quite young. छोटा class में name 5 vegetables, but अब हमारे पास कोई vegetable word नहीं है. Each vegetable is also known as what? fruit out here. Okay. अच्छा, एक चीज बताओ. Let me before I proceed. Everybody has seen what? P. This is the P out here. ऐसा ना? This side you are going to have what? The seeds out here. What is this placentation known as? It's known as what? Marginal placentation. ठीक है? You are going to have the seeds on this side. Now the point from where the P breaks down, P टूटता ना ऊपर से नीचे ऐसे करके ऊपर से नीचे. What is this known as? It is known as what? Suture. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Suture. A P breaks down by what? Suture. ऊपर से नीचे suture. Now my question for you is, ऐसा है ना P? Everybody is aware. Now you can see this. इसमें marginal placentation. Could you please tell me it breaks down by what? ये वाला suture, उल्टा वाला कि ये वाला suture? It breaks down by which suture? This side where it's the marginal placentation or the other one? क्या बोला? Right वाला? नहीं, क्या बोला? Left वाला? No. The answer is it breaks down by both the suture. ऐसे खुलता है. So that is the identifying feature of the pod or the legume. It opens by what? Both the sutures out here. That is in morphology, okay? Coming back to the word green and this. Chale, the question which can be asked from here. Listen to the question very carefully. What's the question out here? Find the odd one out. Odd one out. Kaisa question? Odd one out. The options for you. Okay, options for you. One of that is said to be the purple flower. The second is said to be the terminal flower. Next is said to be the green seed. Next is said to be, okay, let me change the word terminal ke badle. Axillary flower, purple flower, axillary flower, green seed, and tall plant. Now what is the odd one out here? The answer for that is what? Purple is what? Dominant. Axillary is what? Dominant. Tall is what? Dominant. तो क्या है? Green, recessive. ये odd one out हो गया ना? So you can add this type of questions in your NEET examination out here. Let's talk about the word chromosome number. On which chromosome is this feature born or the others which are born? The first feature out here is born on chromosome number 1. The second is born on chromosome number 1. मतलब कौन सा? The flower color and the seed color is born on 1. What about the plant height? The plant height is born on 4. The position of the flower is born on 4. The pod shape is born on 4. So we are having 3 characteristics studied by Mendel born on the 4th chromosome. What about the pod color out here? The pod color out here is born on what? 5th chromosome. And what about the seed shape out here? It's born on what? The 7th chromosome. So these are born on 4 chromosomes, only 1, 4, 5 and 7 which is there. Fine. But Mendel was not aware. तो ये किसने बताया उसको? The scientist was S. Blix. He mentioned that the 7 characteristics studied by Mendel are born on what? This is born on what? 4 chromosomes. कौन सा? 1, 4, 5, 7. एक और question for you from here. Find the odd one out. Now listen to that carefully. Find the odd one out. Plant height, position of the flower, pod color, pod shape. Now which is the odd one out? Obviously ये तीनों के तीनों किस पे हैं? The 4th chromosome. And what about the pod color? किस पे है? 5th. So what is this? Odd one out. तो ये हो गया this type of questions which we get in what? The NEET examination out here. Fine? Clear. चलिए, we proceed to the next part of the chapter. I hope everybody out here is aware. We are having 3 principles of inheritance. 3 laws of inheritance which is there. Technically, Mendel had given what? He had given postulates. But these were converted into laws after his death by 3 scientists. कौन था 3 scientists out here? They were known as De Vries. Second was known as Correns. और third कौन था? Schekmek. So let's talk about what they had gone for. I'm not going to touch the laws for you because everybody out here is known to know the laws of inheritance. But let's talk about something else about the laws. फिर से repeat कर रही हूँ. How many laws do we have? The first law is known as what? Law of dominance. The second is known as the law of segregation. ठीक है ना? And third is known as the law of independent assortment. Of independent assortment. Independent assortment. Now, This loss generally सबको आता है. Let me touch something else from this question. If I just ask you, among the three laws, which law is universally accepted? You can have one, you can have more than one, but the answer is what? Only law of segregation is universally accepted. Law of dominance and independent assortment is not universally accepted. तो चलो आज छोटा सा टॉपिक पढ़ लेते हैं. Why is law of dominance not universally accepted? Let's divide this into three parts out here. The पहला वाला is dominance. पहला normal पढ़ लेते हैं, then we'll compare that for. Let's take an example. Suppose we are having a red color flower, okay, and we are having a white color flower. I hope everybody is aware of it. I'm not going to go in the detail of it. This is the parent out here. इसने gametes बनाया, and what happens out here? These are the gametes, and these are the gametes produced by that. This is known as the dominant. This is known as the recessive. These are the gametes out here. The F1. What happens? अगर ये male है, what are these two? The sperms. If ये female है, what are these two? The eggs. So a sperm cannot fuse with a sperm, an egg cannot fuse with the egg. So this has to fuse with this. So what are we going to have it? R, 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 R. We are going to go for what? Selfing of it. ये एक ले लेते हैं ये. So what is this selfing? This produces this gamete, this produces this gamete. So is this going to produce so? This is what? G2 and F2. Now we are going to cross that. ये हमारे पास क्या आया? R, 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 small r, capital R, small. चलिए. Now let's go back to this. In the first generation, what did we have? ये क्या था? Red. What is this? White. Red and white. According to Mendel, the F1 generation, it is having the features of both. So what do we get? A heterozygous one out here. Only one can express itself, the other cannot. So what is this known as? Still red. And when we go for what? Selfing the F1 generation, मेरे पास क्या आया? Red. What am I going to have? Red. What am I going to have? Red. What am I going to have? White. So what is the phenotypic ratio for that? 3:1. Phenotypic ratio means देखने में. What is the genotypic ratio for that? This is 1. Similar. What is this? ये क्या? Heterozygous. And what is this? Homozygous this. ये तो आपको आता ही है. Now what am I supposed to teach you? Why is this not universally accepted? So what is the exception for that? Let's talk about the exception. The exception out here is known as incomplete dominance. Now what is it? Suppose I take the same example for you. I'm having what? The red color flowers. I'm having what? The white color flowers. When I cross that, what do I get? This. Same wala. I'm going to get this. यहाँ पर क्या आया मेरे पास? I had what? Red. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा मेरे पास? Pink. This is not red. This is pink. Is this completely dominant out here? नहीं, मेरे पास क्या आया? Mixture of this and this. तो क्या बन गया मेरे पास? Pink. So is this completely dominant? No, it is intermediate. तो intermediate आने से, suppose my papa is tall, my mummy is थोड़ा छोटा. What am I supposed to be? Intermediate ना? But ऐसा नहीं होता है. Dominance बोलता है I should be tall only. तो अगर ऐसा हुआ तो every next generation will be having what? अपने parents से अच्छा. तो हम लोग तो super genius, super intelligent, super good looking होना चाहिए था ना. But ऐसा नहीं होता because we have what? In between we are going to have recombinations. What are we? मम्मी का features, पापा का features दोबारा मिलके क्या बन गया? We are what? Recombinants. हम लोग new combination के बने हैं. From the two. So what is this? Pink out here. So देखा result अलग हो गया यहाँ से. When I cross a pink with the pink, I go for the F2 generation. तो इसका gametes क्या बना? This. क्या बना? This, this and this. And you cross that, you still get the same thing. ऐसा आया ना? Now, let's see to this. ये क्या बनेगा हमारे पास? What is this? This is known as what? Red. ये भी क्या था? Red. What is this out here? क्या है ये? This is what? Pink. But what was this out here? Red. What is this? Pink. So you're going to have pink for that. ठीक है ना? What is this? This is known as white. तो अब हमारे पास आया ना एक new combination. So is this universally accepted? No. See, we are going to have something else. So it's known as incomplete dominance. So what is the phenotypic ratio for that? 1:2:1. What is the genotypic ratio for that? Again, same. See, the phenotype out here was different from the genotype, but यहाँ पे क्या आया? Phenotypic ratio and the genotypic ratio is same. एक और example, let's go for it. Difference out here. The next is known as codominance. ठीक है? That is why we don't accept this dominance which is there. Again, I'm having what? R. Okay, these are fixed in certain examples only. Let me take an example for what? Codominance का example ले रही हूँ. Short coat color in short horned kettles. जो kettles है, suppose we talk about cows, which is there with a short horn out here. Let's take an example for that. What is this? A red color cow. Again, red color cow. Just think about that. What about this? A white color cow. ठीक है ना? Now, when I cross this, I'm going to get what? Again the same. तो आया तो इसमें भी यही, इसमें भी यही, इसमें भी यही. What is this? This was red. But what was this? This is pink. And what is this? ये क्या आ गया? Roan. What is this known as? Roan. R-O-A-N. I go for selfing it. But before that, could you please tell me what is roan? क्या होगा roan? अच्छा. Suppose we go for watching a movie. Blockbuster movie है. Film का hero. There are two heroes out here. One is Shah Rukh Khan, my favorite of course, and the other one is Salman Khan. If I ask you, बताओ, कौन है इस पिक्चर का main lead out here? Can you say who is the main lead? मेरी क्लास होती तो बोलना ही पड़ता शाहरुख खान. But now, who is the main lead? I cannot be biased. I am going to say what? Both Shah Rukh and Salman, both of these are the stars out here. Both of these are the main lead out here. So main lead, co है, दोनों एक साथ है. What is this? Co-dominant. So दोनों मिलके. So roan is what? Something which is having different patches. दोनों का patches, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white. What is this known as? Roan. So roan into roan out here. So see the difference. Roan into roan out here. What do we have? Again, this separates out here. This separates out here. This separates out here. And so does this separate out here. We get the same answer. R, 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 and so on. Fine. अब देखिए, what is this? This is red. What is this? Roan. What is this? White. What phenotypic ratio do I have? 1:2:1. What phenotypic ratio genotypic ratio do I have? 1:2. So that means the law of dominance given by Mendel is not universally accepted. क्या exceptions है उसके लिए? One is known as incomplete, one is known as codominance. Incomplete ka again, you cannot have incomplete in all the cases. Let's talk about certain examples for incomplete. I've explained that, but let me go for the examples for that. The example for that is what? Example for that is flower color in. Flower color in. Snapdragon. ठीक है ना? और snapdragon हो गया या mirabilis हो गया. These are known to have the pink colored flowers. Whereas in this particular case, codominance. So this is not universally accepted because of this two. We have lots to study, but for the day, this is it. If you are having any doubts, you can always pin me out and I can always be a help for you. So all for the day. Thank you a lot. Have a nice day. Thank you.